Hey there, hi there, ho there, everyone. And yeah, you have got Grammy Mary here and Grammy's Rocket Chair here on reallibertymedia.com, channel 3, and I'm trying to figure out how to get that hum. It's where my headphones plug in. Darn it. Something in there is messing with shit. Oh well, I'll get it eventually. I'll figure it out. In any case, I am not saying the other channel anymore because, well, in case you haven't heard, that got hijacked. And from what I have been told by the hijackers, it is because I am a selfish little shit. Has absolutely nothing to do with, they just confirmed what I suspected was quite possible, which was why I was wanting to, one of the main reasons why I was wanting to shut the site down, was it was not safe. That someone was able to come and go as they pleased, and they came and they took as they pleased. Fortunately, Larry and I were able to get into the server last night, and Larry deleted the site before they were able to harvest everything. So, just saying, it has not been, yeah, it has not been fun. Not at all. And I really don't care what anybody thinks anymore. I don't care what anybody says anymore. It's like, you know what? I'm done with you guys. You know, you showed your true colors. You want to be butt munches. That's fine. You know, your business. But as soon as, and this, I'm hoping we can get this crap straightened out and get the domain switched over where it needs to be going, where I wanted to send it to in the first place. If it doesn't go there, and you guys got it, you know who you are, the ones that took the site. If you get the domain, I hope you choke on it. I really do. You can have it. That's my blessing. Yeah, I'm a selfish little shit. Yes, I am. That's okay. I don't care. I don't care. Oh, let's see. Well, I don't have to go to one place anymore. To go see who's there. So, hey there, hi there, ho there, anybody over on Twitter. I didn't announce it over on Facebook because, well, I just didn't feel like it. I did announce it over on Freedom's Network. Hey there, hi there, ho there, everybody. I'll go check you out here in just a little bit, and then I'm going to go and see who all is on RLM. Looks like Grimmy is over here, and Miri B is over here on Freedom's Network, and looky, I see HWR is over here, as well as Rusty Mopar. Don't know if they're listening or not, but hey there. How are y'all doing? Yeah. Whew. I'm trying to stay upbeat. I really am. I'm doing my damnedest. Damned it. And I've been damned. I've been damned. I'm going to hell. Well, you know what? I think hell is of our own making, and I think I moved into it. And I'll move out, too, because you know what? I have a friend over on Facebook that, bless her heart, is driving the bus to hell, and it's all because of the F-bomb, and I will probably drop one or two of those tonight. Not going to swear that I won't, but I probably will. So, let me go see who all is over here in the RLM. I see Asmo right up top there. Hey there, hi there, ho there, Asmo. How are you doing? And yeah, I saw that little quinky dental thing earlier that you did, Cowboy. You and Grimmy, you both kind of sort of did the, yeah, along the same lines. And I have no idea where Vince Rooney is at either. but haven't seen him since this morning. In any case, over here I also see Barman is closely following Asmo, and Barman, you're not going to get that tip out of him. I don't care how many times he promised it to you. You're just not going to get it because he's kind of a turkey like that, I think. I also see the lovely Beth is here as well as Cowboy Tech. Hey there, sweetheart. Are you hearing pleasant voices this evening? I hope to try and be a pleasant voice. There is no try, there is only do. I will be a pleasant voice until I'm no longer a pleasant voice, and then I'll be back to a pleasant voice because every moment I am a different me. Yeah, you can call me crazy if you want to. I am going to embrace my craziness, and I hope you suffer from it. So, I also see that was directed at certain individuals if they're listening in, and I'm sure they are. Peekaboo, I see you. I didn't hear his morning show either, Cowboy. I was somewhat busy. Work has been absolutely crazy lately. You know, it all kind of hits at once, doesn't it? I mean, when somebody starts throwing shit in the frying pan and it starts splattering, it really frickin' splatters. In any case, I also see my favoritist heavy breather in the whole wide world. Hi, Darth Roams. And looky there is Grimner, who is a godsend and a savior and a bless his heart. He has been trying ever so much to help me. I don't know what I would have done without you last night because I spent an awful lot of time screaming and crying at my computer. Literally. I also see the lovely Moose Girl is here. Hey there, lady. I hope your day is going well. And there is also the lovely Kate. And IB Don C is following close behind. I wonder why. Probably because it's the lovely Kate. And looky there, Java Doctor 2, the new and improved version is here, as well as Anti and Chalcedony. And then yours truly is loitering around here, trying to perk up the pace, at least in my own wee little mind. And hey, Juana Taco is here. You know what, sweetheart? If it wasn't so flippin' chilly, I would have had tacos this evening. But tomato soup was calling me. I also see Meister Brower is here. Hey there, brah. How you doing? And Mental Pancakes. Hey, sweetheart. I hope everything is going absolutely syrupy in your world. I also see Oslo is here, as well as RLM 64333. Ooh, is that kind of a demonic thing, or is that a heavenly thing? I don't know. I guess we'll find out. I also see Rob Works, and rounding out the crew is Sulvener. Hey there, Walter. How are you this evening, or early morning for you, I guess? I am going to... Sorry, wee bit lightheaded. I didn't get much sleep last night, so I keep having these moments. But it'll be okay. It'll be okay. Did I, oh. Hey there, Bo. Thank you, darling, for the retweets. Yeah, I need to retweet, don't I? And I have my puppies and my kitty cats in. Bubba, you need to get down, sweetheart. You cannot help, okay? Kitty cat gets on my lap, and I really don't need that on my lap today. I know, Bubba. I know. My poor baby. Okay. And there's that hum in the background. I hear it. Hum. I need to be doing that. So I can calm down. Okay, let me see. What's going on over on Facebook? Real fast, because I see I have a few notifications. And flip and bursy. It is chilly in here. I'm glad I didn't take the plastic off the windows, although it's still bursy in here. Must be the wind. Okay. I'm going to peek over here on Freedom's Network, see what's going on. And then I will see what I can find in the news to perk everybody up, especially me. Thanks, Grammy. Appreciate it. Okay, over here on Oopie, an Australian tour group gets to see a spectacular encounter with large pod of pilot whales. Now that would be absolutely awesome. Awesome possum. Apparently, this was in Cremer Canyon, Australia. A pair of tour guides in Australia's Cremer Canyon expeditions were able to capture footage of a large group of long-finned pilot whales during a tour. Christy Mary Alexander shared the video that captured by fellow tour guide Billy Thom, and they posted it to Facebook. That would be way cool to see something like that. I absolutely love whales and dolphins and all that fun shit anyway. So, I'll just put this over on Freedom's Network real quick. I'm going to have to get real coordinated with this. You know, it's just a wee bit different, but yeah, it's pretty cool. And the emoticons are just way cool. Okay. Share that. I need to remember which button to push. That's my problem. Push a button. Push a button. Okay. And there. Let you look at it. It's basically, there's a video there, and there's a little bit more verbiage to it, but not a whole heck of a lot. But there is another one that was right below it. Aladdin showed up on a magic carpet on a street in Israel. Imagine that. And that looks cool. I want me one of them things. This man was apparently spotted gliding along the streets of Israel on a homemade magic carpet while dressed as Aladdin in celebration of the Jewish holiday of Purim. Motorcyclist Aviad Rosenfeld shared the video of the man to Facebook as he marveled at the strange sight. You won't believe me, but I just saw Aladdin pass by on his carpet in Allenby Street. The man can be seen dressed in full Aladdin garb, including a purple vest, red fez, and slightly tattered white pants. A small device can also be seen in his hand, which appears to be the control of the skateboard-like magic carpet. Excuse me for the yawn. Whew. Lack of sleep does that. Dressing up in costumes is part of the annual celebration, which began on Wednesday and will continue until tomorrow. According to Shabbat.org, the costumes represent how God's work in the events of Purim were disguised by natural events. Other aspects of the celebration include handing out food and gifts to friends and family, and feasts and special prayers. So, hey, I do think that Aladdin thing is pretty cool, though. I think I want one of them. Although I would not be the one riding it. I would give it to my grandchildren because I would wind up wounding myself. Yes, Grimmy, me and button pushing is a very dangerous combination. And thank you ever so much, Rob. That is just absolutely amazing. I could really use a puff puff pass. Yes, I could. Wee-ha. Dang, and Twitter is just overachieving. Let's see. God, dander, some of it itches. And I don't think I really put anything. Okay, David shared a link over on World Truth. You know, the David that used to be, or not on World Truth, over on Facebook. He used to be on WT, but he's not there anymore. Nobody is. Well, at least not the real one. In any case, this is from pathos.com, and it's got a video to it that you'll probably have to watch. If you wish to watch it now, go for it. If not, well, wait till I get done. Seth Meyers takes a closer look at how Kansas Governor Sam Brownback ruined the state. Oh, us Kansans. By golly, we just ruin everything we touch, don't we? It's a dirty job, but somebody's got to do it. If you care about experiments, evidence, data, and facts, then you have to be appalled by what's going on in Kansas over the past few years. Imagine Republican Senator or Republican Governor Sam Brownback with a rubber stamp from his Republican House and Senate being able to do practically anything he wants. He eliminated income tax on small businesses, huge tax breaks to the rich, cut money from the education budget, laid off thousands of government employees, which if you've ever seen any Kansas government employees, especially the road workers, you see one of them working and another one standing there and another one leaning against a shovel. A lot of times. Not always, but a lot of times. That's the view you get. So, if you lay off just one of each of those three, unfortunately, they probably laid off the one that was actually operating a shovel or whatever, doing some kind of work. That's usually the way it works. Let's see. What else? Oh, he heightened welfare requirements and much, much more. A long story short, Kansas is now a hellhole thanks to his conservative policies, which, wow, that's news to me, although, well, maybe I'm just used to it. I don't know. The same ones that the Republican presidential candidates now want to institute in the nation. Well, I don't think any of them are going to do any of that shit, because you know what? Every damn one of them, are just little puppets. And there's someone else that's the string pullers, and they keep putting this stuff out there and saying all this crap, but that does not mean that that's actually what's going to happen. It's all diversionary tactics. I think the reason that David shared it is because it's an atheist thing. But, Oh, is that what happened, Rob Works? Shit. I hate when that happens. What? Would you just chill? Those kitty cats are not hurting you one bit. Settle down. There's no kitty cat down there. Oh, yes, there is. Go away. My dogs are trying to get to my cat, who is hiding under my feet. Oh, Lord. Dorks. No, they don't all work in the shout box, Grim. I found that out earlier today, but, that's okay. It's okay. Dang it. That hum, I'm going to have to just start humming along with it. Let's see. We're famous for making things go to hell. There. I'll just share that. Okay. Yes. Do I have anything? Hello, Miss Pam. How are you doing, sweetheart? I see you over here on Facebook. And Twitter. Now, over here on FARC, I just had to, right off the top, it's under their asinine category. You can now pay $50 to have lunch with a baby. Wow! Really? Oh, do I feel special or what? Hey, cut it. Both of you. Get out of there. My dang dogs are picking on the cat. And they're gonna get in trouble. They don't cut it out. Damn it. Okay. Let's see. Apparently, we should check for something terrible, or we should get the check before something terrible happens. Yeah, learn to read, Grammy. This is from slate.com. Most parents who have ever taken a baby out to a restaurant have probably uttered a version of these words. Tantrums, messes, and diaper blowouts are just a few of the risks that you take if you choose to dine out with a little one. Excuse me. Even at a casual, family-friendly establishment, what once may have been a favorite activity Pre-children now may more closely resemble a game of baby jujitsu served with a side dish of public humiliation, which, yeah, that's because parents don't teach their children how to behave. You know, what is proper behavior, and that is not throwing a temper tantrum every time you turn around. Wow, there's a lot of people that are evidencing that of late. Oh well. Um, while child-free date nights can be a great option for those who want more elevated cuisine, most parents can attest that babysitters aren't cheap. Yeah, I remember. Wasn't cheap even when my kids were little. And those evenings don't happen nearly as much as they'd like. Luckily, Melissa Elders may have figured out one solution for this perennial parental challenge. Elders was an expat living in London when her daughter was born, and she hoped that parenthood wouldn't mean giving up special dining experiences. As a new mom, she found herself in the all too familiar tableau of sitting on a bench trying to eat a piece of pizza or a sandwich over her infant daughter's head while the baby was strapped to her chest. Like many others before her, she attempted to bring her child out to restaurants, but no matter how welcoming the staff was, she always felt self-conscious and that they were disturbing the other diners. You feel like you're violating a social contract, she explains. What social contract? The only social contract you have is to raise your child properly. Raise your child to not be a little monster. Now, granted, terrible twos and the even more horrid threes can be quite traumatizing at times, but yeah, children can learn what is proper behavior in public. I mean, that's just one of those things where you teach your child not to be an obnoxious little turd. That's just part of it, part of being a parent. And people need to realize that sometimes children will be obnoxious little turds no matter how well raised they are. Just because that's part of being a child does not mean you need to medicate them. Oh well. It goes on to say that thus Elders, who is a freelance event planner, hatched the Nibble and Squeak, where she organizes midday lunches at sought-after restaurants in private rooms or while the restaurant is closed to the public. Parents can buy tickets in advance to the event, and she takes care of figuring out where the strollers will be parked, makes sure the restaurant has enough high chairs, and brings a changing pad if the bathroom doesn't have one. Moms who may feel self-conscious about breastfeeding in public know that they'll be in an accepting environment, and parents don't have to worry that a fussy baby or energetic toddler is going to ruin the meal. The restaurant is expecting small children, and all the other diners have one or two in tow as well. Bringing small children to fancy restaurants might sound like the silliest, most indulgent kind of yuppie parenting, but Nibble plus Squeak isn't focused on kids, it's focused on parents. Spending a lot of time with a baby or toddler can be isolating. Yeah, I remember those days. And most group activities for kids, like sing-alongs and story hours, are geared to, kids. But Nibble plus Squeak gives new parents a rare chance to socialize and enjoy themselves. I think parents deserve a treat, says Elder. Since moving from London with her family last year, Elders is trying out her idea on the parents and restaurants of New York, starting in her own neighborhood of Brooklyn. Earlier this month, a group of about 10 parents gathered for Nibble plus Squeak's second New York City event, a noontime family-style feast in an Israeli barbecue restaurant called Esh. The $50 lunch included tax and a generous tip. The staff even opened a few bottles of vino. Vinho Verde, ooh, for the group on the house, and babies and toddlers eat at Nibble Plus Squeak events for free. But there isn't a special kids menu. The hope is that the kids will try to enjoy new adult foods, which you have to be very careful with some adult foods and little ones. They do have a more tender digestive system than we do, don't you know? Some of the kids at Esh were way ahead of the curve in that regard. One stay-at-home mom attended with her 14-month-old Colette and was excited to introduce her to some new dishes. One of her favorite foods is green smoothies, she said, as she broke off tiny florets of broccoli fried with soy, chilies, and vinegar. Oh, I'm not sure if I like the sound of that. But other parents were more focused on the company. One, who is a formal financial advisor and turned stay-at-home mom, dined with her 13-month-old son, Connor, who presided over the group like a tiny patriarch in a high chair at the head of the table. She and her family moved to Brooklyn a month before and had been taking Connor to kids' classes such as Gymboree, but hadn't yet met any other neighborhood parents, since most of the other kids were chaperoned by nannies. This is the best actual adult conversation I've had since moving here, she said, and appreciatively of meeting her fellow diners. Many of the other guests had young babies and were still on parental leave from work. Of course, $50 is not a cheap lunch, even by New York standards, said Marissa Button. Is that how you say that? A kindergarten teacher wearing 2 nose rings and a teething necklace for her 4-month-old son. It's expensive, but once a month or once every other month is doable. I probably wouldn't ever make it here for dinner, so you might as well do lunch. Elders has plenty more dining opportunities planned at different price points, from the $32 Caribbean meal to the $125 Nordic tasting menu at the Michelin-starred Luxus. She is also planning some events in the evening and on weekends to allow parents who work full-time to attend. Most parents who choose to raise kids in the city or in a city hope that they won't have to give up too many of the things that they love about urban life. If events like Nibble Plus Squeaks catch on, maybe eating at great restaurants won't have to be put on hiatus. So, that is kind of cool. A little on the pricey side, but it kind of depends on how many. Oh, Grimmy will pay $50 to not have. Well, I can understand that, Grim. And Anti is back. He left, and now he's back. And RLM left. See you, love you, bye. And Meister's going to just take a hit. Okay, dude. You just go ahead and enjoy that. Oh, there are times when I really wish I had one. But seeing as how I don't, I'm not going to worry about it too awful much. Just saying. Okay. Let me put this over here on Freedom's Network real quick. It's got some really way cool smileys over here. So, let me see. Okay. Baby with a lollipop. Someone chowing down on dinner rolls. Chocolate! Okay, I'll do this one because that one's just too cute. Nom nom nom. Where's my... There it is. And let's see. I got notifications on Twitter again. Okay. I'm going to go back to Oopie. I haven't put Doodly in my pocket for like ever. And yet it's still full to overflowing. What is this one? No, not gonna go there. Ducks, geese, and squans block road. Ah! Hey, Bubs! Oh, Bubs, are you listening, hon? Apparently, a monkey toting a baby steals Pringles from tourists in Thailand. Huh, Bubs, is this some relation of yours, darling? I think so. A couple honeymooning in Thailand, excuse me, gave some chips to a monkey with a baby, but the thieving simian made off with their entire can of Pringles. Ah, thieving, that's getting to be quite popular of late, isn't it? The video shows the amused newlyweds feeding Pringles from a can to the monkey, which had a baby clinging to its torso. The monkey gratefully accepted the snacks, but soon chooses the life of crime and snatches the entire can from the woman's hand. The monkey and baby flee back into the woods with their ill-gotten snacks, leaving the shocked newlyweds alone with their laughter. Wow, it seems to be going around lately, don't it? I'm going to keep doing that too, just so as you know. Bubba, get over here. You don't need to go snooping. I don't need you. Beetle! I see you. You have a slight problem? You fired the new guy? Dang, that sucks. Oh. See, now if I just hold it just like this, it won't make that noise. I just can't move. Okay. No, Larry, I'm not. Let's see. Oh, hush, you two. Just a sec. Multitasking is not my forte of late. Imagine that. I know you're shocked. Did I share that? Okay, I did put that there. Let me put it over on Freedom's Network. What's new, Grammy? I don't know. What's new? What's new? What's snoo? Oh, damn it. See, it's my headphones. There's something where they plug in. It's having an issue. I'm going to have to figure that out. Okay. Just a sec. I gotta... You two, leave that cat alone. Come on. Go. Go. I gotta chase my dogs out because they're being turkeys. Come on. Come on. Let's see if I can reach whilst I'm on the radio, because I do have a rather long leash, but reaching the door to let them out could be a bit entertaining. Go. Go. Yeah, where else do you get to hear this shit? Okay. Little female doesn't want to go out, so she can just stay in the little entryway. Okay. Well, I'm back. That was fun. Or not. Whatever. Yeah, you never know what you're going to hear on here. Okay, what's this? Yes, dear. Okay. Now I'm side-goggled. Got myself all pulled out of wacky. Imagine that. Let me see what's going on here on Fakey Book real quick. Oh, David, hon, I'm so sorry. Friend of mine over on Facebook, his mother is passing on. Darn it. Well, sweetheart, she's going somewhere where she's not going to have to deal with this anymore, okay? Hopefully, a much better place. Yeah, hopefully. Okay. Yes. Okay. Yes, I have a notification. What's going on? One fish, two fish, red fish, blue fish. Well, hi there, Maud, and thank you, darling. I'm just kind of farting around here tonight, so yeah. Okay, I'm gonna go back to fart. Excuse me, Farky. Um. Ah. Okay. For the dumbass category over on FARC, apparently a surgeon in residency from the Ohio State University removed the wrong rib. Ah, was not Adam's rib, was it? Whose rib was it? Ooh. Ugh. This is from Q13fox.com. A woman sues a Yale doctor after wrong body part was removed. That is not cool at all. A New Haven, Connecticut woman, excuse me, has filed a lawsuit against a Yale New Haven Medical Center, Yale University of Medicine, and two doctors after a surgeon in training operated on the wrong body part. Yeah, what do you call someone who graduated medical school with the lowest possible grades that you can have and still graduate from medical school? Yeah, you guessed it, doctor. In May of 2015, 60-year-old Deborah Craven had two surgeries in one day because of the mistake, and she says the surgical team lied about why they needed to operate again. The suit names Dr. Anthony Kim, MD, and his surgery trainee Ricardo Quarry, MD. Quarry, who is a recent graduate of Ohio State University of Medicine's residency in general surgery, was added to the surgery for training purposes without the knowledge of Craven, according to the suit filed in the New Haven Superior Court. Craven was at the hospital to remove a painful and potentially cancerous lesion found on her rib. And according to the suit, prior to surgery and per protocol, radiologists properly marked the site where the potentially cancerous lesion was located by placing metallic coils into her rib and injecting and marking dye into her skin and surrounding tissue. Ow! Somehow, oops, the wrong rib was removed. And when Craven woke up, she was still in pain. Hospital staff ordered an x-ray that revealed the metal markers were still in place in Craven's rib and that the surgery was required. Craven returned to the operating room for a second time. The fact that the surgical team operated on the wrong rib despite a clear indication of the proper site is of course negligent, said Craven's attorney. But the fact that the cardiothoracic surgeon, is that how you say that, in training, would make the outrageous claim that not enough rib had been taken really takes this to another level of culpability. Making the patient undergo another surgery the same day without owning up to the real medical reason for the repeat surgery is just plain deceitful. Absent the lying, my client never would have instituted a lawsuit. As the old adage goes, the cover-up is worse than the crime. Yeah, it's those sneaky Pete's. Those are the ones that you got to watch out for. That doesn't make any difference how well they try and code it, how caring, how their intents are pure. If you're being a sneaky Pete, you know your intents are not pure. Just saying. That's part of the whole sneaky Pete thing, don't you know? We had this case reviewed by a board-certified cardiothoracic surgeon who was appalled by the lack of care in this case. There were multiple opportunities to correct the error here, and it was compounded by the lies of trainee Dr. Quarry. The surgical team at Yale has yet to take responsibility for its wrongdoing, so now it will be up to a New Haven jury to hold them accountable. Mark D'Antonio, the media relations coordinator for Yale New Haven Hospital, released the following statement. Yale New Haven Hospital and Yale Medical Group are committed to providing the safest and highest quality of care possible. However, even in the best organizations, medical errors may occur. When they do, our goal is to acknowledge them, learn from them, and ensure that we minimize any chance that they ever occur again. With respect to the case of Ms. Craven, we recognize that an error was made. We informed and apologized to the patient, and we immediately reported it to the Connecticut Department of Public Health. What is your definition of immediately? That's what I would like to know. I don't know, Tom. Why is that name taken? Bye, Beetle. Ohio. Oh, that's what it is. It's the high state. That's why. This site is not dumb carpenters? No. Oh. Oh, there you go. I hadn't thought of that. No, I don't want to install that now. I want to install that later. Wait until I get done. My malware is wanting to install an update. Dude! Oh, Ungly, you are just so funny. Bless your heart, darling. And welcome over to RLM. Also, a big welcome to RLM 726555. How are you doing this evening, sweetie? I hope everything is well with you. Let's see. I better put this over here on Freedom's Network. Which, yeah. I can't thank you guys enough. I really can't. Y'all are awesome. Truly awesome. I am a cyber hummingbird. That may be true, Tom. I don't know. Probably a cyber off-key hummingbird, more likely. But hey, you know, I'm off kilter, so why not be off-key as well? Hey there, Bobby. How are you doing this evening? Let's see. That's what, you know, this whole thing with the woman suing, that's why they say that doctors practice medicine. And they need people to practice on. Don't you know? Okay. Now, let's see. What do I have? What do I have? I'm going to go look on... Wow, my sister just shared a meme. And it's a tree that is blown almost completely a 90-degree angle. I mean, it really is. Colorado blows. And when it does, everybody stands outside and takes a deep breath. Because that's what you do. Especially out where I live, because it's not too far. So we get the better, less diluted stuff. So, okay. Go check my Twitter. I'll share a lot of these on Twitter after I get done. Oh, primary coverage. What the hell? I don't give a shit about primaries. I'm going to have to change batteries on my mouse, too. I see my little light is coming on and telling me, oopsie. Okay. And go check Oopie again. Bubs, you must have some crazy. Oh. Okay, now you know that it's all about the money. Or at least you will, as soon as I read this. Don't drink and drive, people. Men in Massachusetts were arrested for drunk driving in the same car, as each man took turns driving and crashing the car. Oh, that's how they did it. Okay. Eric and Juan were both charged with drunk driving after police say they were involved in a series of crashes taking place, after 1 a.m. on Monday. Police first got a 911 call reporting that the two men had driven their sedan into a sidewalk and struck a sign posted near a series of pubs and restaurants. Ooh, overachievers there. The pair then was then recorded on surveillance cameras, pulling the car over and switching seats before they continued to drive and struck a parked car because it jumped out in front of them, obviously. The two men briefly pulled over after being spotted by Sergeant Richard Gagnon, but then put the car into reverse, striking Gannon's... Okay, is it Gannon or Gagnon? Typo. Well, striking his cruiser. It was kind of comical, said Police Lieutenant Scott Englehart. It was the first time in my 31 years that I've seen two people get arrested for drunk driving in the same car. Oh, thanks, Grim. I needed that. Oh, and there's another one on this, too. I got another one for you, too. Free Thought Project, huh? Well, while that's pulling up, I'll put this over on Freedom's Network. Okay, do you have a crazy driver one thing? Do you have a... I want to see. We need a crazy driver. Grimmy, you guys need to find a crazy driver emoticon for over here. And not the booty shaky kind of thing. A crazy driver. Because I miss my crazy driver. Let's see here. Oop, I don't see one. Dang. Okay. Well, let's see. What can I find to put in here? Let's do this one. And my puppy is talking. Snuffles. Okay. I'm going to go and check out butt pinching at school. How many kids didn't do that? Either butt pinching or butt smacking. I mean, one of the two. Apparently in Longwood, Florida, the nanny police state is on full display as a 12-year-old girl is now facing charges of misdemeanor battery for an act that occurs thousands of times a day across school campuses nationwide. Brianna Evan was arrested, handcuffed, and placed in the back of a patrol car and booked into juvenile detention this week after she pinched a boy on the butt at school. Oh my God, she's so evil. You keep acting like that, young lady, and you'll wind up like happened weeks ago while the children were playing a game that so many students often do. After the pinching was brought to the attention of school officials, Brianna was suspended. Oh, good Lord. The victim boy was fine with this outcome and relayed to authorities that he did not want to press charges, as if that should have been an option in the first place. However, oh, here we go. However, the victim's mother was not happy with this girl merely facing school discipline. So she called in the big guns. Literally. 2 weeks after the pinching game incident, police showed up at Brianna's school and treated this young girl like a dangerous criminal. It's just a joke, said Brianna. Ray Evans, her father, and he is right. Why can't kids be kids? Even the officer who arrested Brianna knew the situation was asinine. That's what the deputy told me, he said. I don't even want to do this. That's what the deputy said. But I have to do what I have to do. Bullshit! Bullshit! The greatest evil in the world is not perpetrated by those that tell you to do something. It is perpetrated by you who follow that order and go ahead and do it. It is the act that is evil. It is not the thought. It is not the order so much as it is the act or the carrying out of. Especially when you know it's asinine, you know it's wrong. Apparently, Brianna will now be on some sort of youth probation, and she will now be required to go to classes to modify her behavior, attend the diversion program, conduct community service, and submit 2 months of drug testing? Seriously? What this incident illustrates is that the societal dependence on the state to solve matters that should be handled without government, being dependent upon the state to solve one's problems, is a de facto dependency upon violence. Anytime you take something from someone, anytime you use force in a situation like that where it causes harm to someone else, that is violence. And the state represents violence in a concentrated and organized form. The individual has a soul, but as the state is a soulless machine, it can never be weaned from violence to which it owes its very existence. If you truly want a glimpse into the horrid effects of the police state on all school children, there are some archives and there is a grim. Absolutely asinine. Absolutely. Okay, now I gotta find a little growly, drop kick me Jesus through the goalposts of life little guy. Or maybe, oh, nope. No, I don't want to do that one. Let's see here. There, I'll do this one. Yeah, I do like the code for that one. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. Okay. Let's see. Check my... oh, crap. Twitter's going nuts. Again. Okay, now I have got to go over here because, yeah, that's not the only asinine thing from Florida. Because down here at the bottom of the UPI story that I just covered, here on a Florida highway, a crash covers the road with chips and beer. I'm thinking party foul. Massive party foul, although it is looking like the aftermath of a rowdy party after Wednesday when a crash between two semi-trucks spilled chips and beer across the road. The Florida Highway Patrol said that a Frito-Lay truck stalled shortly after 3 a.m. Wednesday on Interstate 95 near Melbourne, and the driver steered the vehicle to the right shoulder of the road. Investigators said that a second truck carrying a load of Busch beer attempted to move to the center lane, but swerved back into the right lane when its path... Is that... Nope. I was thinking I had a battery here. Oh, maybe I do. Nope. Damn it. I hate it when my mouse battery dies. I just hate when that happens. Thank God I have a scroll screen. Okay. Oh, shit. Ah! Damn it. Well, hell. And I can't reach my other batteries. Fuck. Okay. see if I can copy. Come on. Well, I can't share. Not until I get my button fixed or my mouse fixed. Damn it. Shit fire. I can click on tabs and I can do all kinds of other fun stuff. But I can't use my mouse. Okay. What was this? Okay. Darth says that when he was 15, his stepbrother stole his dad's car, but he didn't know how to drive a stick, and he managed to get the car in first gear and drove it 20 miles to come back pick me up. Oh, wow. Yeah. So technically you were both driving. Okay, and then the two RLMs left. See you, love you, bye. Okay, let me see. What do I have here? I'm going to check out Farkaroony. Oop. Wow. I need to turn my computer off and clean my screen. It feels icky. Hey. Let's see. We'll do this one. This is going to be fun. Okay, over here on newser.com. Overdue library books return to school after 50 years. 50 years! Damn, I would hate to have to pay that fine. Apparently, a library book overdue by nearly 50 years has been returned to a university library in southwest Ohio. And this is what the AP reports. And the University of Dayton says that the former student who borrowed History of the Crusades in 1967 has sent it back with an apology for the late return. The university says that James Phillips apparently checked out the book as a freshman before leaving school to join the Marines. Phillips says that the book and other belongings must have been gathered from his dormitory room and sent to his parents' house, where they remained until his parents died. Phillips recently found the book in a box of belongings forwarded to him by his brother, and the university says that they won't be charging Phillips with the late fees that would have been about $350, which really, after 50 years, that's pretty damn cheap. Don't you think? I think so. Okay. I have got to see if I can reach, because this is nuts. I need batteries. I really need batteries. And I think I have some within reach. Don't it figure? I always got to have something go on. And today is no freaking different than any other day, apparently. Okay, barely reach. Shit. Hell with it. There's a mouse over here. I'll steal the batteries out of my other mouse for now. So, because I gotta make this shit work. And I'm a humming. Oh, hey, I'm a hummer. Huh. Okay. Let's see if now, watch my luck. These batteries will be dead too. Shit. Oh well. Shit happens, don't you know? And you just have to move on. Oh hey, that gave me a green light. Yay! Green light, red light, green light. Yay! Mine lithium batteries have been in there for over a year. That's not bad. Not bad. Okay, let me share this one while I still got clicker capability. And I'm being a hummer. What? Ow! That is... Oh, wow, Meister. That's not cool at all. Damn it, dude. That's like, wow, that's just wrong. Okay. Which one is this? Let's see. Come up here. Oh, hey, there's a big... Dang it. I wish I'd have paid a little bit closer attention. Excuse me. Do we have one with a little guy reading? I could really use a little guy reading, not a little guy punching his computer. Okay, how about I just do this one? There. I'm liking these Grammy and Bo. Seriously, I am. They're kind of fun. Oh, hey. I seen a flying elephant. Okay. Now, where's the other one that I didn't share? 'Cause I was okay, I shared that one. Did I share? Nope. 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 That's kind of cool. Oh, sweet. That's a sweet pic or GIF or whatever. Awesome, MP. Thank you for sharing that. Hum, hum, hum. Ow. Oh, I know. It was the beer truck. Beer. Yeah, I'll share that one over here. Hi, Vinzy. Welcome, darling. You're late. Not that that makes any difference, but hey, you're late. Just saying. Okay. No, I don't want to do that. Just when you finally get your shit together, your body starts falling apart. Well, I'm not there yet, sweetheart. Not yet. Okay. Last category over on FARC. Let's go see. You know, apparently they are running low on funds. Apparently. Drive a bit over the limit in North Carolina? Well, that's too fast, because apparently the police in North Kakalaki are cracking down on speeders with the simple message, obey the posted speed limit or pay a fine, even if you're only going a bit over. Well, aren't you just special? Now, what if, perchance, their speedometer is off just a skosh, and, you know, it is through no fault of their own. They have their cruise control set on the posted speed limit, but they are actually going faster because their speedometer is off. Are you still going to ticket them for that? Probably. Are you still going to collect a fine for that? Probably. Why? Because you greedy asshats. That's why. What a bunch of shit. The North Carolina Governor's Highway Safety Program says that in a news release, it will announce its obey the sign or pay the fine. Oh, aren't you guys just witty as hell? Both state and local law enforcement are participating. The agency says many people believe that they won't get a ticket so long as they don't travel too far. Margaret's. Hello, Vins. And what were you doing, young man? Let's see. Meister, why does that not surprise me? I could see you doing that. I could see you doing that. My ex actually worked a truck wreck like that, and the funniest thing, I had to go out there and take food to everybody that was working the truck wreck. And they'd all told me, "Oh, you got to come up here and walk over the overpass." It was a beer truck that had rolled. And so I go walking up and I look over the overpass, and sitting there, everybody had seen it. Nobody had touched it. People were coming up, people that, rescue squad people, highway patrol people. They had to leave it intact because apparently somebody from the EPA was coming out, because a beer spillage is considered a hazardous waste of some kind. And then the EPA has to document all of this stuff, and then they have to follow you to the dump and watch you properly dispose of it. It's crazy, some of this shit. But it was a beer truck that had spilled. But on the other side, the truck was on one side of the overpass, and on the other side of the overpass, just beyond the railing, sat a six-pack of and landed in the grass upright, like someone had just sat it down. Kind of cool. Ah, sweet Vins. Okay. Let me put this over here on Freedom's network as well. Load the newest. I will do that. Oh, sweet Grimmy. I like those. Those are awesome. Party! Yeah, the most dangerous component of any automobile is the nut holding the wheel. That even goes for when I'm driving. Just say it. Okay. Wee-oo, wee-oo, wee-oo. Okay, come on. I'm waiting for my little fun things. There it is. Or not. Where'd they go? Okay. I'll just... Oh, there they are. There they are. There they are. I see them now. Excuse me. Okay, do I want that one? No, no, no. Which one do I want? Where did they go? Which way did they go? Which way did they go? Okay, Graham, I see the one. But I don't see the... Maybe if I weren't blind. Oh, look, there's a brain sucker. Ah! Brain sucker, brain sucker. Yeah, that's what I need. No, I don't. Ain't nothing left in there to suck out. Dang it. Where'd the other one go? I seen one of them. Okay, I'll just do this one. Crash and burn, crash and burn. Don't do that. There you go. That'll work. I heard something the other day about my state is actually considering raising the speed limit to 80 miles an hour. And why would that be? Well, that's because it's Kansas, and there's not a whole hell of a lot to see. So when you drive through, you want to get the hell through fast. And that's okay. Y'all just keep on going right on through. That's fine. We'll let you. Just keep right on going. Okay. Name one excuse a man makes when he doesn't answer his phone until the next day. Battery was dead. Didn't hear it ring. Ringer was shut off. Oh, that's more than one, isn't it? Yeah, it is. Oh, crap. My Twitter's going nuts. Again. Okay. Yeah, I know, I'm humming. Let's see, you'll be pleased to know that the former New York Fed employee who went to work for Goldman Sachs managing the unit he used to regulate and had his former co workers send him confidential docs about his bank has had his wrist thoroughly slapped. Huh. He even looks like a Guido. Okay. This is from Reuters.com. I'll just put this over here real fast. Or maybe not real fast, but I'll do it. Hey, I have a clicker. I have a mouse. It works. I have batteries. I just need to replace batteries in the other one now. Oopsie. Let's see. Apparently, a former Federal Reserve Bank of New York employee was spared prison on Wednesday, disappointing prosecutors who said who said his leaking of confidential documents to a friend at Goldman Sachs Group Inc. justified time behind bars. Well, hey, Martha Stewart got time behind bars. Why not you? Oh, wait, that's right, you work for the Fed. Jason Gross, and by looking at the picture, yeah, was fined $2,000 by U.S. Magistrate Judge Gabrielle Gorenstein, shocker, and sentenced to a year of probation with 200 years of community or 200 years, good luck with that, 200 hours of community service after pleading guilty to a misdemeanor charge of theft of government property. Who else would get off that freaking easy? You guys remember that sentence there, because all that shit that went on out in Oregon? I'm thinking anybody out there, if they get more than a fine of $2,000, which I think it's all bullshit anyway, but you know they're going to get nailed with something. And it's all bullshit, but still. If they get a fine of more than $2,000 and more than 200 hours of community service, if that little girl in Florida gets more than 200 hours of community service, I'm thinking there needs to be some tap dancing on some judges' doors. That's what I'm thinking. Apparently, prosecutors had sought 6 to 12 months in prison for Gross, who in November admitted to providing confidential information to Rohit Bansal, a former supervisor at the Federal Reserve Bank of New York, who had left to work at Goldman Sachs. But while Gorenstein said that Gross had abused the position of trust he had at the New York Fed, his conviction, coupled with the loss of career, had already sent a powerful message to others. Really? Yeah, you know what the powerful message was? You know, if you work for the Fed, you don't even get a slap on the wrist. You might get a little pinky slap with a pinky. But other than that, yeah, you know, it's almost like a little pinky handshake kind of slap, but hey. The case highlighted the so-called revolving door on Wall Street in which regulators take new jobs at banks they formerly oversaw. Why? Because they oversaw the bank and they saw how lucrative it could be working there, and therefore, you scratch my back, I'll scratch yours. That's pretty much the way that shit works. The charges were announced after Goldman Sachs agreed in October to a related $50 million settlement with the New York Department of Financial Services. According to prosecutors and New York regulators, Bansal obtained numerous documents from Gross after joining Goldman Sachs in July of 2014. Those documents included some pertaining to examinations of a bank that Goldman was advising about a potential transaction. Bansal shared some of the documents with others at Goldman Sachs, and regulators and prosecutors said, telling them in at least one instance, please don't distribute. That's like saying, don't touch that, it's hot, to a kid. Because a kid, instantly, when you say, don't touch it, it's hot, is going to touch it because you told them not to. That's part of being a kid. In court, Bruce Barkett, Gross's lawyer, said that Gross was providing Bonsall the documents, thought he was doing a favor for a friend who had already seen them and even created some. I don't think he thought much of it, Barkett said. Well, you know what? It's still. That's immaterial. Goldman has said that after discovering Bonsall obtained the confidential supervisory information, it notified regulators and fired him and some more senior employees who failed to take further action. The New York Fed also fired Gross. Bonsall pleaded guilty in November to theft of government property, and he is scheduled to be sentenced on Tuesday, which probably will be another pinky slap. The case of U.S. versus Gross, U.S. District Court, Southern District of New York, number 15. Or that is the case, I guess, for you to look it up if you wish to look it up. But wow. How freaking bullshitty is that? Okay. Let me go back here and share this link. Oh, TD, that is so true. She just shared a little meme that says, "You'd be surprised how many people you did good for talk about you like you ain't shit." Well, you know what? Go ahead and talk about me like I ain't shit. I don't care. Oh, there are some really brilliant people in this world. Really brilliant. Okay. Let me share this link over here on Freedom's Network. And put me a little emoticon here. Wow, he does look like a Guido. He really does. Back scratching included. I wonder what kind of severance these guys got. Because you know, back scratching is included in any kind of severance package. Assholios. Well, I've only got about a half an hour left, and I've got to remind you all, let's see, is Bo Diddy going to be on tomorrow evening with some tunage? Sometimes he comes on Thursday evenings. I know I haven't had a time to do any of the baking that I was planning on doing last night because, well, I was otherwise occupied last night. Shock, shock. And tonight I'm going to bed early because I'm freaking exhausted. But I'm going to do bacon tomorrow night. So if Bo Diddy is going to be on with some tunage, I will just have to tune in and listen in whilst I'm baking. And then Friday at noon Central Time, 7 o'clock Denmark time, will be This Is No Time for Critical Thinking. Is that what it is? This is no time for what, Vince? I'm brain farting here. And I've seen plenty of brain farts of late, and wow, this is one. Vince and Flash will be on Friday to kick off the Freaker Friday festivities, and I will be on Friday evening with Grammy's Rocket Chair for the Freaker Friday edition of Grammy's Rocket Chair, and I will be followed closely. Well, okay, you'll have a little breather in there so you can get your beverages, go to the bathroom, wash your hair, shave your legs, whatever you need to do, and then the Freakers Ball will be on, so be sure to come back Friday because there's always way cool stuff going on the radio here in RLM, the RLM land. Let's see. Oh, and Saturday at 4 is Kira. And then Sunday we have Grammy with the blues. And then Hal Anthony opening up a can of whoop ass. And oh, I could have really used a can of whoop ass last night, Hal. But you apparently have cornered the market on that, and that's okay. That's okay. Because you handle it so well. Oh, 6 p.m. Denmark time. Oh, time changes in a week or two. Oh, okay. Rational thinking. Thank you. I said critical, which, yeah, I'm critical. Get the paddles. Um. Okay. Goldman nutsacks. Wow, that's nope. Don't want to see that. There you go, Grim. Okay. Sweet. Yeah, I just wasn't paying attention. But I will. I'll learn these little things yet. I will. Give me time. Okay. Or not. How does that go? I have no time because all I have is here and all I have is now, and now is always here. So, I don't just disagree with Dangleberry's politics, I also think he's simply an all around asshole of a human being. I like that. I pay my jizya with the I pay my jizya with a 357. Damn, dude. Okay, what's James Woods saying? Apparently, the leading cause of hard drive failures is subpoenas. Oh, that's just too funny. I don't care who you are. That's just too funny. Oh. I gotta share this one. Yep. Thanks, the real James Woods. That was a funny one. Good job, dude. Okay. Daily okay. Excuse me. Hick burp cha cha cha. Okay, I'm gonna go back to where? Where am I gonna go? Okay, apparently South Koreans are yeah. They're better than them people over in where was that? Where the armored car had its lovely little mishap and people were picking up cash everywhere. Well, over here on Upi, South Koreans declined to pick up $20,000 abandoned on the sidewalk. Probably because they thought that stuff could be tainted, don't you know? A woman in South Korea threw nearly $20,000 in cash into a downtown Seoul walkway, but police said no passersby stopped to pick up the money. Police said the 56-year-old woman threw 22 million won, the equivalent of $19,030, onto the ground in Seoul Square at about 5 p.m. on Monday, but witnesses seemed content with snapping photos of the scene and no one was seen taking any of the cash. The witnesses may have had reason to decline the free money as the country's laws view taking unattended money as a form of theft. Well, now see, you leave money laying around on the sidewalk and people refuse to take it because, well, you know, that's considered theft. And yet, oh, don't go there. Quit being a whiny butt, Grammy. Karma goes around and comes around. The witnesses, okay, wait a minute. The woman told police she was afraid her son and ex-husband were trying to take her money, so she decided to give it away to strangers to prevent them from getting it. Well, you know, I mean, if you're gonna... Wow. Huh. I was concerned that something would happen, and so I was... Okay. Wow. Cosmic synchronicities everywhere. Police said that the woman hired a private security guard to keep her safe while she threw the money into the walkway. The woman was released after police determined she was not in need of protection and the final fate of the discarded cash was unclear. Huh. What you know? What's that? Oh. Darth is talking about coins again. Okay. I have no idea about bitcoins or any of that fun stuff. And I really don't want to, because to me that's cybernetic currency just like everything else. It's all little bitty dots and dashes and ones and zeros. That's pretty much all it is. What are you barking at, young lady? Okay. Let's share this one. Okay. What's this, TD? Oh, do they really? How cool is that? Huh. The power of the female. Half the shit you think I don't know, I found out a long time ago. Oh, that is true. You know, we don't always share everything that we find out. Not always. Sometimes we hold a little bit back for later. Uh-oh. Here's a fail. This is an epic fail. This is a big bad bada boom fail. You know, you have all kinds of, and this is the area for the big bad and nasty weather. You know, tornadoes and thunder boomers and blizzards, and okay, it happens everywhere, but wow, we sure get our, excuse me, dang it, we sure get our fair share of them around this neck of the woods, or at least this stretch of USA. But according to, this is on WFAA.com, company tears down wrong tornado damaged home in Rowlett. Both owners of a duplex in Rowlett said that they are shocked that a demolition company mistakenly tore down their homes on Tuesday. Lindsay Diaz and Alan Cutter own both sides of the duplex and were waiting on insurance and a possible FEMA individual assistance declaration to decide on repairs at 7601 and 7603 Calypso Drive. Diaz said she received a frantic call from Cutter's wife on Tuesday afternoon saying the duplex was gone. I pulled up and sure enough, there it was, gone. Nothing left. The demolition company, Billy L. Neighbors Demolition of Segoville, was supposed to tear down a home 1 block away at 7601 Cousteau Drive. A representative from Neighbors Demolition told WFAA it had no comment. Shock! And that the situation was under investigation. So how do you make a mistake like this, Diaz asks. I mean, this is just the worst, which, yes, it would be. Now, you're homeless now. The Dernator didn't get you, but the demolition crew sure as hell did. She and her young son survived the December 26th tornado after taking cover in the bathtub. And at first they lived in a hotel, and more recently they've been staying in a rented home. We were geared towards getting the house ready, and we were ready, excuse me, said Diaz. The neighbor's employee, excuse me, later texted photos from Google Maps that shows the arrow for 2601 Cousteau pointing at Diaz and Cutter's duplex a block away. No one from the demolition company would respond to repeated requests to clarify if the demolition company demolished the wrong property on Tuesday. Diaz and Cutter say it's Clear a mistake was made right down to their foundation. That's what their job is, to wreck it in demo, and they really wrecked my life, said Diaz. She said she filled out an information report with the Rolette police to make sure the incident is properly documented. As of Tuesday evening, she said no one from the company had apologized for the mistake, which don't hold your breath, sweetheart, because you can wind up looking like Smurfette. If you do. This is just infuriating. Stupid little hum going on. Hum. Okay, put this over here. Ow. Yeah, definitely. Dude, where's my house? Blizzard halts travel along major highways in Colorado and Nebraska. Yeah, I had heard that that was going to be a nasty ass storm, and everybody was telling me that we might possibly be getting some nasty ass shit. But it looks like most of it's going to stay north and west of me, so. Oh well. Snowball. Wow. Wow. That is a big ass storm. I'm going to have to check out the on my radar after I get done here. Lord knows I'm already finished. But I'm not done yet. Not by a long shot. Just saying. Oh, how do you say, "Oh, my bad. Here, would you like a housewarming gift?" You know, I'm sure they have to be bonded in order to do all that fun stuff, because, you know, that's all that lovely little paperwork that government has a tendency to. And this is one of those very few times where it would actually, you know, be somewhat beneficial to make them be bonded, make them be insured, because, yeah, I'm sure they have insurance that will cover this kind of dumb acidness. But, you know, also it is, I would think that they would see, you know, okay, these don't really look that bad. Are you sure these are the ones we're supposed to be tearing down? I mean, there's such a thing as asking questions sometimes. Yeah. That would totally suck. To come home and dirt fuss gone, you know, especially after it survived a tornado and everything, and dirt fuss gone. That would suck balls. Okay, I'm gonna go back to Farky. Oh my. What? Okay, this is in the obvious category over on FARC. Only 2.7% of the population can afford to live a healthy lifestyle. The rest of them have to eat at McDonald's. And trust me, that is not a healthy lifestyle. This is according to the OregonLive.com. The report, completed by researchers at Oregon State University and other universities, examined if adults were successful in 4 areas that fit typical advice for a healthy lifestyle: moderate exercise, a good diet, not smoking, and having a recommended body fat percentage. Okay, the recommended body fat percentage, y'all keep changing the rules on that shit, because let's see, about 15 years ago, if I weighed the same thing that I weigh right now, severe weather and tornadoes. Oh, thanks, Moosey. I haven't checked the radar yet. It doesn't, I mean, there's no lightning, because I'm looking out the windows, not see any lightning, but it could be blizzarding. And Bubba is outside because he's a dork and he likes being outside. But in any case, this body fat percentage 15 years ago, what I weigh right now would have been considered healthy, a healthy weight. Excuse me. But 5 years ago, if I would have weighed what I weigh now, which I did not, I have lost 20 pounds since then. But 5 years ago, if I would have weighed what I weigh right now, the charts still would have said that I was borderline, okay, I would be borderline overweight. 5 years ago, I was classified in the health charts. Granted, 20 pounds heavier, which really was not that much bigger. It was one pant size bigger. But 20 years, or not 20 years, 5 years ago, I was considered obese by their charts. So that body fat percentage shit, I call bullshit on that. Yeah, moderate exercise and good diet, yeah. Not smoking, well, yeah. Depends on what you're talking about smoking. But, yeah. Fulfilling these characteristics reflects a low risk of cardiovascular disease, cancer, type 2 diabetes, and other health problems. This is according to a news release from Oregon State. The study looked at 4,745 people from the National Health and Nutrition Examination Survey. Where do you come up with these weird-ass numbers of people to look at? That's not very feng shui of you, don't you know? Researchers used an accelerometer, which is a device to gauge movement with a target of 150 minutes of moderate to vigorous activity each week. Blood samples confirmed if a person was a non-smoker, the body fat was measured using X-ray technology. Huh? Oh, and body fat was... Why would you use X-rays to do body fat? There's so much less invasive stuff. I hate getting X-rays. Diet was defined as being within the top 40% of people who consumed foods suggested by the United States Department of Agriculture, which really... They say it's okay to use Roundup and eat most Monsanto grain too, don't you know? Oh. Out of a study group, 2.7% had all four characteristics, researchers found. About 16% had three, 37% had two, and 34% had one, and 11% had none. And those are probably the poorest among us. The behavior standards we were measuring for were pretty reasonable. Ellen Smith, who is the study senior author and an associate professor at OSU, we weren't looking for marathon runners. This is pretty low to have so few people maintaining what we would consider a healthy lifestyle. This is sort of mind-boggling. Okay, what you consider a healthy lifestyle and what the rest of people consider a healthy lifestyle could be two completely different things. Depends on where you live, you know, all kinds of shit. The four behavioral characteristics were also compared to markers of cardiovascular health, such as blood pressure and glucose levels. And the study reported that those with at least three healthy characteristics also typically had better cardiovascular health compared to those with none. And you know, they're starting to find that a lot of these studies have absolutely zero. All they are is self-important little things, job security. Other findings from the study included that 71% of adults didn't smoke, which means 29% do. 38% of adults ate a healthy diet, 10% had a normal body fat percentage, and 46% were sufficiently active. The study was published in the Mayo Clinic Proceedings. And also researchers from the University of Tennessee, Chattanooga, and University of MISSISSIPPI contributed. Well, isn't that just interesting? Oh, northeast of KC. Okay. What was that? North of KC? No, north of KC isn't. Yeah. I think I'm just actually south and east. Um, yes, much more buoyant. Much more buoyant. Okay. And skinny people really are rather hard to manage sometimes. I know this. I used to be a lifeguard too, way back in the day. Way, way, way back in the day, which is probably why I still, of course, we grew up swimming because, you got your chores done. And mom always got us a family season pass at the swimming pool because that was cheap entertainment for us and cheap babysitting. But, yeah, skinny people are a lot harder to manage. They're harder to grab a hold of, too. Have you noticed that, Rome's? Um, let me see here. What can I find? Yeah, I'll do this guy. Because he looks like he's ever so healthy. Excuse me. Okay, I got about 10 minutes. What can I do in 10 minutes? How about I go over to the pig? I want to see what's going on this date in history on the pig. In their quotable quotes section, they have, I believe that if life gives you lemons, you should make lemonade and try to find someone whose life has given them vodka and have a party. There you go. That's Ron White, by the way, and hell of a. Okay, what's this? Trump's qualifications. Hey, Trumpelstiltskin. So let's check out old Trumpelstiltskin's presidential qualifications. Obama is against Trump. Check. The media is against Trump. Check. The establishment Democrats are against Trump. Check. The establishment Republicans are against Trump. Check. The Pope's against Trump. The UN, the EU, China, Mexico, Soros, Black Lives Matters, MoveOn.org, Koch brothers, the Bushes, Hillary, Sanders are against Trump. Illegal aliens are against Trump. Islamists are against Trump. Kasich Portman are against Trump. Hateful, racist, violent liberals are against Trump. And the best qualifications, bonus points, Cher says she will leave the country. Cyrus says she will leave the country. Whoopi says she will leave the country. Rosie says she will leave. Sharpton says he will leave. Governor Brown says California will build a wall. It's almost, all of that right there is just almost makes it worth it to want to, just for shits and giggles. Almost. Almost. Okay, this date in history. March the 23rd, 1857. Elisha Otis, first elevator installed. Rest of his career is up and down. This date in history, 1868, University of California founded. And it probably seemed like a spiffy idea at the time. This date in history, 1925, Tennessee's elected tormentors give objective reality the first, or the one finger salute, and becomes the first state to banish theory of evolution from government schools. Well, it is, after all, just a theory. And finally, this date in history, 1972, motorcycle wrangling daredevil Evel Knievel jumps over 35 cars, calls the jump a success from hospital bed, with 93 bones broken during the jump. Damn, well, you lived. A friend of mine used to say, because he flew a lot of biplanes and that kind of stuff. And he used to say that any landing that you can walk away from is a good landing. So, there you go. I really can't think of anything else. Let me see if maybe there's one more thing over here on Oopie, because I'm just about out of time, but okay. We'll go to this one because wow, really? Only in Maine. Northeast. Um, Apparently, the Maine police had to break up a fight between two bald eagles. Huh. Never seen such thing. But they were sent out to ruffle some feathers and break up a fight between two bald eagles in Augusta, Maine. They shared photos of the scuffle between the eagles as officers used towels to separate the two endangered birds. The eagles were literally locked together by their talons, and our very own ACO Rudman and Warden Ross responded for a report of a bald eagle street fight. No, it's not gang related. It's just a couple of bird brains having it out. No big deal. Sure enough, two of America's finest were found locked and unable to separate. The video, also shared by the police department, shows the eagles sitting perfectly still as two officers slowly approach the birds with towels. The two eagles quickly disengaged as the officers drew nearer and quickly flew away. Can you blame them? I mean, the rep of cops these days, they probably thought, oh, let's get the hell out of here. The wild animal specialist used blankets to separate America's symbols of freedom, who were later seen flying over the Augusta Arsenal. It's a proud day in Augusta for two majestic winged warriors. Lived to battle another day. Did not get killed by the po-po. There you go. And there is a video attached to this. So, okay, there's only like 5 minutes left. And I really am kind of pooped. So I think I am going to call it a night, whatever the hell it is. Hey there, P. Bunyan. I will be back on the radio in Grammy's rocket chair on Friday, unless something untoward happens at my regularly scheduled time. And Grimmy and Moose Girl, I am assuming, will be on about an hour after me for the Freakers Ball. Don't forget to check in at noon Central Time, 6 p.m. Denmark time for This Is No Time for Rational Thinking with Vince and Flash. Until then, I hope you all have an absolutely awesome rest of your wackadoodle Wednesday evening. Yeah, it's been a freaking whacked kind of day, that's for damn sure. I am out of here because I am just plain pooped. So, be sure to take care of each other, love each other, and don't let the asshasses get to you, okay? I really do. Even though you're an asshat, I love you because you do have a purpose on this world, even if it's just to be an asshat. Thank you, because you taught me a lot. And I wish you all enough, and for some of